Good evening, friends. This is Pradeep once again with new webinar on Microsoft Word. I'm grateful to all of you that all of you are liking my webinars and most of you join the webinars before even I join. Today, accidentally, I logged in to my webinar portal at 5:15 and I saw that 119 people were already logged in. So that gives me a sense of satisfaction that I'm doing something good for the people, that they are excited to wait for these sessions. Now, friends, once again, let me request all of you to make some donation towards PM Cares or any other organization of your choice. Here, the organization doesn't matter, but the donation does. In this difficult time, everyone is looking for help, and we should help each other, whoever can, in whatever capacity. So, please do make a note of this website, which is pmcares.gov.in, or you can scan the QR code to go to this website to make the donation. Today, this is 8th session, which is Microsoft Word. And today we are going to talk about a lot of tips and tricks of using Microsoft Word. I'm not going to talk about a lot of complicated stuff today with this webinar, but simple stuff that everyone can use every day with in different situations and scenarios. Now, this is going to be a small session, but anyways, we'll go ahead and there is one important announcement today to some users. We have sent email from Pradeep at techtrainings.net. Yeah, we have not sent it to all, but to a small user group, we have sent emails from Pradeep at techtrainings.net. Tomorrow onwards, we are going to send it to all the people. So make sure that you save this email address on your contact list so that you don't miss out our emails. Let me tell you, these emails would be important for you because tomorrow I'm going to send you some practice file. From tomorrow onwards, every day I'm going to send you some practice file which will be required for the training program. If you want to take the benefit of the entire training program, make sure that you receive this email. If this email goes into the spam folder or junk folder, make sure that you move it to the main folder and mark it as not spam, because it will not be possible for me to send another emails to each individual, because we have the database of 6,000 people, and even if you write an email, it will be difficult for me to accept any further requests. Yeah. Now, next thing that we have here is all these videos will be available on tinyurl.com/15 days webinar. You can even go to our YouTube channel and look at this web series or the playlist, which is 15-day webinar. You will certainly find our latest videos. Yeah. So all the videos until today have been published on this list. Now, once again, this is my small introduction. May I request each one of you once again to go to this YouTube channel and subscribe to the channel. That really gives me a lot of motivation that you guys are liking the sessions and happy to learn further. After this 15 days webinar series, our relationship should not get over. And that's the reason, and I will be uploading YouTube videos where you can get all exciting stuff which Microsoft is coming up with. Please do connect with me on LinkedIn on this profile and leave some comment that you feel like about this webinar series. And thank you to all the people who have already accepted these two requests. And here is a small introduction that I have. Now I'm moving on to this announcement once again. That is, this is a one-way communication. I cannot listen to you. You will have to type whatever questions that you have on the Q&A panel, which is on the right hand side of your screen, or it will be minimized. You just need to maximize it. I may not be able to answer all the questions, but my colleague Prashant is sitting with Q&A panel open and he keeps responding to all your questions. At the end of the session, please do give your valuable feedback. Eagerly wait for your feedbacks because that gives us the motivation or the suggestions for the next day. Yeah. So please do help us to come up with these excellent webinars. Now, so let's get started, friends. Happy learning to all of you. And let's dive into Microsoft Word 2016 or Office 365 Microsoft Word. So friends, let me tell you, I'm using Office 365. Now Microsoft Office 365 has been renamed as Microsoft 365. Let me tell you a way to find out the version of Office 365, because there could be certain features that I'm going to show today might not be available despite you using Office 365 because of the version differences. So let me show you the version differences. In order to find out, now this is applicable to all Office products, Word, Excel, PowerPoint, Outlook. It is applicable to all the Office products. OneNote is an exception. It is not in Office 365 suite as yet, although it is there, but desktop application is not Office 365 application. Now, so what we do here is, first thing, I go to File, and when we go to File here, you will see Account. So friends, let me tell you, if you see File and you do not see this account in the same panel at the bottom, you are able to see File but you do not find Account. Even after scrolling down, you may have to click Home, and if you still do not find Account, that means you are using Office 2010, which is a little old software. Now, if you are able to see Account, then click on Account, and here you will see the option which says the Microsoft product that you have. So I'm using Office 365, which is nothing but Microsoft 365 for Enterprise. Earlier it used to be called as Office 365 Pro Plus. Now it is renamed as Microsoft 364 Enterprise, and it belongs to this particular license. Next thing is, here under About Word, you will get to see version number. This version number is extremely important because based on this version number, your Office version is determined. So if it is 2004, that means it is one of the latest version. Here is the option that says monthly channel targeted. That means my Office product is going to be updated every month. Microsoft releases update twice a month. One is a feature release, and the second one is generally the patch or security updates. Yeah. So higher this number means your Office version is the most advanced or latest, you can say. So I'm using 2004. Depending on this number, your features would vary. In order to find out what are the new releases in this new version, you can simply click on what's new, and it takes you to a list of all the features which have been released with Microsoft Office 365. Like I'm saying, you can explore this feature later on. Like I'm saying here, that these features get updated every month, so you must keep checking what are the new updates this day. Yeah. Now, first thing, let's get started with some exercises or demo for this workshop. Okay, so I hope all of you are ready with your Microsoft Word open. Now, here what you need to do is, next thing, let's say if I have to ask you to type a lengthy document. Here Office 365 now has this dictate button. When I click on the dictate button, everything that I'm going to speak now is going to be typed automatically. This feature requires active internet connection. If your laptop is not connected to internet, that means that will result a loss of this functionality and you will not be able to use this feature. So make sure whenever you want to use this feature, you should be connected to internet. And see, if I'm making mistakes while speaking, it does not correct the mistake. Right now, it is still an early phase where I say full stop, and it does not take generally except full stop and commas and all those things. So it is good to type the things, but it has certain limitations that you need to consider while using this feature. Now, there is one more feature here, which is read aloud. Now, what does read aloud mean? Read aloud mean that whatever is written on the screen, this feature is also new where it can automatically read the document. So I go to read aloud and see.
Selected button. Everything that I'm going to speak now is going to be typed automatically. This feature requires active internet connection if you are
So, so did you get this option, which is read aloud? I need to go to review tab, and there is read aloud option. Now, so these are latest updates in Office 365, but don't worry, those who do not have Office 365 version of Microsoft Word need not worry, because I'm not only going to focus this session on Office 365 feature because there are a lot of features that I've got in my kitting. Yeah. So let's talk about each feature one by one. Now, the second challenge that I have, and that is a bigger challenge. Now, the challenge is if I talk about a lengthy Word document that I need, how do I get the document? So let's see. In order to get the document, I will type a simple command equal to RAND, which is the short form of random. I open the bracket and close the bracket. Let's type this RAND and open the bracket and close the bracket. Just give it a try. Once you're done, just press enter and you will be surprised to see that Microsoft Office Word automatically types 5 paragraphs. Now, please don't ask me the meaning of this paragraph. This is just a text. I have never read it, although I should read it. But to be very honest, I've never read what this text comes out. Now, let's learn some basic techniques in Word. And let me tell you, these are going to be extremely effective technique. So, let's see. If I want to select a particular word, I'll simply do double click and you will see that my word has got selected. That's very simple. Any idea how do I select the entire paragraph? It's simple. Triple click. So double click means single word. Triple click means the entire paragraph. Second thing, double click, triple click we have seen. Now what I want to do is I would like to select a line. That means a line that started from and this way I would like the entire line to get selected. Now the thing is I can easily drag the mouse by holding the key and select the entire line. But what I want to do here is instead of selecting the entire line like this, I'll use the arrow. When I move the arrow on the left hand margin, you will get to see an arrow and I can select the line like this. It's a very simple technique. See, I get the mouse arrow on the left hand pane and I click here and I get the line selected. So that's a very simple thing. Next thing that I would like to do, I want to select a sentence. Now that's very tricky. Sentence means from this full stop. After this full stop, from this word for, it should start the selection and it should end here with this full stop. So are you getting what I'm saying? It should select from full stop to full stop a complete sentence. That's again a tricky one. Now see how do I do it? It's very simple. I hold the control button and I click on this sentence, any word in this sentence, and see automatically it selects that line. So I come here and let me try with a new line. So I control and I click. See, when I hold control and click, automatically from full stop to full stop it has selected. Once again I click on control line. It looks like that. Yeah. So this is how we can go ahead and select a paragraph. This is a simple paragraph selection. Yeah. Now, so we've learned something new in this area of selection. So we learned about selecting a word, selecting a paragraph, selecting a line, and selecting a sentence. It's very useful, friends, when we work on such document. Next thing that I'm going to talk about is alignment. Now, alignment is something which is extremely useful, and it is I have seen many people struggling with this alignment thing. So whenever you want to make the documents aligned, all you can do is first thing, go to view tab and check this box that says ruler. So I go to view here and I check this ruler and see automatically a ruler comes on the screen. Yeah. So when the ruler comes on the screen, what I need to do is here I have the left indent. As you can see, this is nothing but left indent and this is nothing but right indent. Now in the left indent, this is called as first line indent. Yeah. This is called as hanging indent and this is nothing but left indent and this is right indent that we have here. Now, when you talk about first line indent, how does it work? Let's say I select the entire paragraph by pressing Ctrl A. That's a shortcut that I'm using to select the entire paragraph. Now, after selecting the entire paragraph, I go ahead and drag this first line indent that I see. So do you see this first line indent? Automatically, you will see the first line indent coming over here. Okay, so there is a question. Please repeat the line. How do we select the line? So I'm going to talk about both line and sentence right now. Okay, so when we go on the left hand pane, this is the arrow here, and when we go on the left hand pane, this arrow, this cursor changes to this arrow on the opposite direction. When I click here, automatically a line gets selected the moment I click with the arrow. Now, how do I select a sentence? Just hold the control button and click on any word. When you click on the word, it will select the entire sentence that word belongs to. Yeah. So that's how the word gets selected. Now what I'm saying is I'm going to talk about how do we select the entire paragraph by pressing Control A. Now after pressing Control A, I have gone to View tab and have selected the ruler. Now here what I want to do is I have selected the first line indent and you can see only the first line changes. Now if I want to change everything from the second line, I have to use this hanging indent. Don't use the left indent. Do you see here? This hanging indent, at times it could be little tricky to select that. But when I'm selecting hanging indent, only all the text from second line onwards get selected and they are changing. So now what I want to do is I want to move both of them together. So this left indent has got this option which I can use to drag left and right. Yeah. So this is nothing but left indent. Similarly, right indent you must have understood by now. I can click here and drag here and there and automatically hanging indent and left indent gets selected. Now friends, once we have understood about the ruler, there are a lot of things still. I'm not considering everything about ruler at the moment, but you can try this later on. Next thing after ruler is going to talking about table. So we often create table in a document. Yeah. So I create insert and I go to table and I select table. This is one single column, this is two column, three column, four column, and these are the rows. Yeah. So I created a table. Now easily this is a simple table that I have created, but I would like to design this table in this format. See how quickly I can get the design done. See how quickly it is possible to design. So designing. Likewise, I can do column 1, column 2, column 3. And then you can type the values, and here we have borders, left column, all these formatting that you can do. But let's say at times it becomes very useful in Microsoft Word to create something that we have in Excel. So when we go to table, here you have something called as Excel spreadsheet. Let me test your skills on Microsoft Excel quickly and just answer these questions to yourself. And if you're able to get the answer, just pat yourself. And if you're not able to answer, if your answer is incorrect, just give a smile to yourself. So my question is, what if I type product 1? How do I, if I drag this down, what values will I get when I do product 1? Think. If I drag it, will I get product 1 throughout, or is it going to be product 1, 2, 3? Thought of the answer? Let me drag it down. It's product 1, 2, 3. The number changes. When you have the text with number, the number changes. Now, I'm dragging horizontally, alright, 2018. Now I'm going to drag this horizontally. Think, what am I going to get? 2018, 19, 20, or is it going to be 2018 across? Out of the answer, let me drag it horizontally. It's 2018. Next question. I have dragged 2018 here. What if I want to get 2018, 19, 20 right now after dragging? I have already dragged it. Now I have the choice of going back and making the changes and coming back. Now, what we have to do is when you drag this, what you need to do is just click on the small autofill option and click on fill series and see automatically 2018, 19, 20. Now, what we need to do here is I have dragged this entire thing, and after dragging, I want to type all the values here. Now, how do I get all the values? I can simply type equal to the same function rand that I have used. We have that function in Excel also. So I type rand And now understand, I have selected this range and I'm typing equal to RAND. Now what I want to do is I would like to paste this RAND function across this selection. How do I do? Think of an answer. Okay, now let me answer this for you. Control enter. So this is nothing but control enter. So we have got a lot of tips and techniques to work with in Microsoft Excel that we are going to see after 2 days from now. So today is Word, tomorrow is PowerPoint, then video in PowerPoint, and then we start with Excel. And friends, I am sure that most of you are very excited about Excel, and that's the reason we have kept 4 sessions on Excel. Okay, so let's go ahead and talk about this thing. Now I'm done with this. I come out of this table and see this table looks like this. I do not like because these are the lines and this table does not have good formatting. Now, if I can easily create the table like this, why do I need to use the table in Excel? Let's understand. What I need to do is just double click now and I come back to Excel. Now, let's say I would like to get the total. Yeah. So how do I get the total? Now see, I won't type the total. See, I'm a lazy fellow. I do not do anything that takes more time. So what do? I click here and in Excel there is a feature and that is format as table. It's the same feature that we saw here. I'm going to match the formatting here. So I click this and automatically it selects the area. See, I have not even selected the area and now I'm going to check my table has headers and I click OK. So automatically see all the table have got formatting. Now we were to discuss about the total. Now I cannot write the function, although I can write some basic functions in Word also, but I'm not going to get into that because you've got a better feature which is in Excel. So what we can do is here I would like to get the total. Now as I said, I'm a lazy fellow, so I won't type the total function, but because it's a table and I go to design tab, here I have something called as total row. So understand, what did I do? I went to home tab, I selected format as table, selected the formatting and it automatically got the formatting. Yeah. So it got the formatting. After getting the formatting, I go to design tab and check the box that says total row. Now understand, you may not have the tab which says table design, but just the design tab. So if it is just design tab, that's the one that you are looking for. So when you go to design tab, check the box that says total row and automatically total comes. What do I want? Here I want average, maximum. Here I want average. Now see friends, these numbers are changing automatically. That is because these are random numbers that we have created. If you don't want these random numbers to change, you will have to copy the data and paste special as values. So I did right click copy and then right click these 1, 2, 3 that you see. That is nothing but paste special as values. Okay. So now see this number, this formula has got converted into number and you will see that these numbers are not changing. But now after having done this formatting and all these things, I would like to come back. This table, this extra columns and rows should not be visible. So I'll come here and I'll match this particular space. Yeah. And now if I click outside, see how beautiful this table looks like. Yeah. I have not given much emphasis on this table. That is because we have the table in Excel that we can create where we can make use of all the benefits and features. Yeah. So now we have seen how do we get the table from Excel. Now let's talk about getting the PowerPoint slides. So PowerPoint slides, you can import the PowerPoint slide. Now let me tell you, the feature that I'm going to talk about is not available in normal Office 2016 or 19. It is available again in Office 365. So I'm just going to give you a quick preview of that feature. I would like to add the files from different files that I have recently accessed. So I go to insert tab. As you can see that this is insert tab. In insert tab, I go to add files from, and let's say I would like to get the presentation from a PowerPoint presentation. Once again, let me remind you that if you do not have the updated version of Office 365, then you will not get this feature. Okay, so I go to add files from and I quickly go to webinar presentation. The moment I go to webinar presentation, see automatically it has taken this thing. Let me show this once again. So I go to add files from webinar presentation. So when I go to webinar presentation, here you will get to see Microsoft Word, all these slides that I have. Let's say I would like this slide to be embedded. So I click on it and see automatically that slide comes from that presentation. Yeah. So it's that simple. Yeah. Okay. So this is how we have created this document and we have been working with it. We have now spoken about table and the picture and all those things. So I would like this picture to come in the previous page. So it comes like this. Yeah. Now this picture setting and all I'm yet to talk about, because most of the time when you have a lot of text and you insert a picture, that also takes a toll. So I'm going to come to that, but just give me 2 minutes. Let me get done with table. So now I have a table. Generally, we have CSV tables that we get from mostly banks and all. Now see, I have the data like this. Data. I press tab, name, location, and tab, gender. Now this is some data. Pradeep, Mumbai, mail. Yeah. So what I would like this particular text, I've copied and pasted from Notepad. I would like this to be converted into a table. How do we do that? I selected this entire thing. Now remember the spacing, there is a constant character in between. Yeah, either it can be a comma or a tab. So what do I do next is I have selected this entire thing. I go to insert, I click on page, and do you see convert text to table? A very useful feature. I click on convert text to table. Now what is it asking for? How many columns? I say 4 columns. It was creating 4 columns, and here it is asking me what are they separated by. I can say paragraph, comma, or any other character. I have given couple of spaces in between, so it might not take the tabs properly or table properly, but let's try. When I click OK, see automatically it has taken the table. See, I had actually given double tab here. That's the reason it has come onto the next thing. But let's say I give single tab here. Yeah, and then let me try. If it still doesn't work, when you copy and paste, it will be a better table. Yeah. So convert text to table, and here 4 columns automatically it has taken tabs, and I click OK. See, perfect table. Yeah. So you need to take care of tabs and all those things when you get the data from CSV files or any tab delimited files. Then you can convert this table easily, and it becomes very useful. Okay. Now let me show you one more thing. So let's say I have this table like this, and generally this feature I do not have the data, so this feature might not work. But I'll tell you, generally at times what happens, your table may go to multiple pages like this. At that time, if you want to fix this problem, you will need to go to layout, and here there is a very useful feature which is called as auto fit. Yeah, auto fit content, auto fit window, auto fit column width, right? So this is generally useful when your table value goes into multiple line like this. Yeah. So at the moment, like I said, I have not properly created a table, so this auto fit would not work. But this auto fit is generally very useful when you want to get the alignment within the table, as well as when you want to get the data fit in a particular page. Okay. So enough of table. Now let me go to pictures. A picture is again a very problematic thing which I have experienced, and let's see how do we work with pictures now. I go ahead and type the function RAND, and I press enter once again just to create the random text. And see here, I am at the middle of the 2 paragraph. I want to insert the picture. Okay, so what do I do in order to insert picture? I go to insert, and let me show you one excellent feature that Microsoft has released recently. And when was it released? I do not know. I explored this feature today itself, and this is a very good feature. So you all know that we can insert pictures. So inserting picture is no big deal, and then you can go to this device and you can explore the pictures, whatever pictures that you have on your system. Second feature is you can go online and to search for these pictures. Now these two things have been there in Microsoft in previous versions as well. No big deal about this. But there is one new feature which has come, which is stock images. This is released recently. I'm not sure when was it released. I somehow missed this feature and accidentally I discovered this feature today. But I'm sure this feature has been released in the last 1 month, only 1 or 2 months, not more than that. So the stock images means, see, most of the time what happens, we have to go to pixabay.com or I go to unsplash.com, multiple website to get the free unlicensed picture, royalty free images. Now here the best thing is I have got the stock images created. This is nothing but a library from Microsoft which has created ample of pictures, and we get free picture library. And see, I like this picture, I can simply insert, or else you have other options as well, like cutouts. Cutout means these are the different expressions that these people are making. And do you see these check background? That means this is transparent picture which you can embed this slide with any background theme that you have. So this is very useful feature. Icons, again, we had icons earlier, it's there since more than 1.5 years, but now you have got plenty of icons. Here you have got library of icons that you can download, and finally stickers. So these features are there in the latest version of Office 365. So I go ahead and insert that picture that I had selected, and now see what happens. This is the picture. I drag this picture like this. Now I want to encircle this picture with the text. Now Office has made it very simple, and this feature is there since ages. You click here and you select how do you want these images to encircle the picture. Do you see? You want images text over the picture. These are the text over the images. These are text behind the image, and these are the text around the picture like this. Yeah, this perfect square. So I like this and I click here. So this picture is fantastic. I really like this picture which is circling around. Now, so friends, we have spoken about pictures and embedding the picture within the text. Now there's one more problem that I come across is with generally header and footer. When I want to insert some logo or picture in header, it creates really a tough job to do it. Let's do it right now. I go to double click and I insert header. You can even go to insert and click on header footer. When you click on header, see, I can click on header and edit header, as simple as that. Or simplest way to get the header is double click here and you get the header on the top. So now let me go ahead and insert some picture from this device, and let me go to the desktop and take the logo. Yeah, I have this logo and I drag it here. I want this logo on the right hand side. See, it refused to go on the right hand side. I'm dragging this and it does not go on the right hand side. So I press Ctrl R and it goes on the right hand side. But I would like this to be here at the corner. So I drag it further, it refused to go there. So that is a bigger challenge that I have. Simple thing is, go to this picture format. So see, this is the picture. I have pressed Ctrl R. By the way, it was real quick. When I press Ctrl R, this image goes on the right hand side. That is one thing. Even if I don't press Ctrl R, I can simply select the picture and there is an option which says picture format. Yeah. So when I go to that picture format, I select position and let's say I do it at the top right corner. So it has automatically got it at the top right corner, but again, this is not something that I like. But see, now I can move this picture freely anywhere on the screen. Anywhere I can move this freely, which was not possible earlier. So now I put it in the header and footer and see, it has perfectly got placed at the top right corner. I can resize it and fit it to my dimensions, and I click out to get this image selected. So now see, it is there on every document. Simple? Yeah. So it's a simple way to get the picture onto any document. I have just done it using the picture. Okay. Now, so I have been speaking since a long time. Let me take a few questions and then we'll move ahead. Select the selection of paragraph, please. Just triple click. Selection of paragraph is nothing but triple click. Can you repeat about formatting table? Okay, formatting table, select the table. See here, when you go here, select the table, and the moment you select the table, the one way is you can go to table design and you can select any of these table. Yeah. So what did I do? I first inserted the table using this, and then I selected. You can use this anchor button. You can use this anchor button to select the entire table and go to table design and select any of these tables that you like. Yeah. Now, someone was asking about the total row. Can you repeat the total row? Yes. When you go into Excel, you need to double click on that Excel thing. So you need to double click here and see, first thing you have to go to home and select format as table to create that table. Once you create format as table, what you need to do is go to design tab. There won't be any table design but design, and over there you can select, check this box that says total row. Yeah, and that helps you to insert the table. Simple. How to keep the heading constant in multiple page table? Okay, I'm going to talk about that. So I believe I've answered those questions, and now I'm coming to this particular picture setting, as in how you select this picture and this anchor comes over here. If this anchor doesn't come for by any chance, you can go to picture format and click on wrap text. When you do wrap text here, you get that thing automatically generated. So next feature that I'm going to talk about is header, footer and page numbering. Okay, so I'm done with this particular document as of now, or let me start with this document only. I press, see here, I'm at the first video, cursor is placed there, and I would like to insert two blank pages here. So control enter, control enter. So what I did was I have inserted two blank pages here. Now, after inserting two blank pages, what I want now with this document, my document is not starting from this first page, that is this, but it is starting from the third page. Okay. Now, when I talk about giving the page number, let's see the problem. I go to insert and I go to header footer, or I can double click here to get the header footer. Yeah, both the things I can do. And now what I need here is page number. So on the left hand side, I have the option of page number. I want all the page numbers to be at the bottom towards right hand side. When I click that, see here, I've got the page number, that is 3, 4. So I've got 3 and 4, and 1 starts with this first page. But I do not want page numbering should start from first page, but it should start from third page. Yeah. So I repeat, I want my page number should start from third page. Okay. So let's see how do we do this. So what we did so far, in order to enter the number, I double clicked on the header footer, and then we go to page number and went to bottom of the page. Yeah. So someone had asked, how do we get the common header? Common header, you can get it by just typing whatever you want to type in the header. Yeah. So I'm going to come to that part also. Just give me 2 minutes. Now, since I have my logo here, I come to this page where I want to start the numbering. So I want to start the numbering over here. Sorry, I think I was talking something. So I double clicked here. I went to page number, bottom of the page, and we give the page number. So after giving the page number, this is the third page, but ideally I want this page to be the first page. Yeah. So because you want this to be the first page, here comes the breakup. So I click here and select the page break. So in order to give the page break, I go to layout tab, and here we have multiple breaks here. Yeah. I do not want to disturb the continuity. So I want this document to be continuous in fashion, like we have next page, next column. So plenty of different types of breaks that we have. You can try these breaks later on, but I'm going to now talk about continuous break. So I have given continuous break, but if you look at the screen, it will appear as if nothing has happened. So if you want to actually see whether something has happened or not, you can go to home tab and click on this P, Ulta P. Yeah. So go to this home tab and click that. The moment you see, you will see a section break which is continuous break here, right? Now, so we have given a continuous break. What we need to do now is we need to again go to header footer, and when we look at this page number, that is third page, I would like to break this continuity. That means if the first page number is 1, second one will naturally be 2, third one will naturally be 3, fourth one will naturally be 4. So this page number is dependent on the previous page number because it is linked. What we'll do, we'll simply select, uncheck this option is that is under header footer, which will select this option which says link to previous. I uncheck that option. So when I do link to previous, what happens, this page number is no longer linked to the previous page number. And as a matter of fact, if I now go to my page number and I select format page number, see, I already have this page number selected. I go to page number, which is again in header footer. I select the option which says format page numbers, and it says start at, I select 1 and I click OK. Now see, this page number is 1. I repeat the process once again. First thing we need to do is header footer, page number, and you select whatever position you want the page number to be at. Then you click here, go to layout, select the position and give the break as continuous. Once that is done, go to the page number where you want it to be 1, select that, and then uncheck this option that says link to previous. Then go to page number and select format page number, and automatically it will ask you start at 1, just give 1. Now the problem over here is this is still 1 and 2, right? Do you see this is still 1 and 2? Just delete them. Even if you delete them, see, your original page number here do not get deleted because you have unchecked this option which says link to previous. Yeah, now my page number starts with this page, correct? Now let me go ahead and give the header footer. So I go ahead, so my first page is this page. So I would like the first page should have the name of the company and training corporate solutions. Okay. Now I want a different first page. So when I check different first page, you will, okay, one second. I did a mistake. Once I do this, yeah. So my first page, every page I've got the formatting. Now I want different first page. So I can simply check different first page and I can write same text and training in a different font. By the way, Control Shift greater than is a shortcut to get the font like this. See, this is different first page. Second page is different. This is first page. Second page is different. So naturally, you have other options you can try. That is different odd even pages and different options you can try, and it should work. Okay. So friends, here we have spoken about header and footer. Okay. So one user has recently asked about, actually two users have recently asked about the mail merge. So I'm going to talk about mail merge in a short while, but before that, let me talk about something which is very useful, that is table of contents. Now why am I talking about table of content? The reason I'm going to talk about this table of content is because tomorrow in PowerPoint we would need this feature. Yeah, so let me quickly talk about this table of content and then we will be discussing another feature, that is mail merge, and that probably would be the last feature. So I go to new. When I go to new document, let's say I type equal to RAND once again and I have 3. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put them all into multiple pages. So this is, name of this is going to be topic 1. This is going to be subtopic 1. Control enter. This is going to be subtopic 2. This is going to be topic 2. And this is going to be control enter subtopic 1. Let me explain it to you. And all, in order to get them in different pages, I've just typed Control Enter. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do is, see here, I have selected this topic 1, and under that topic 1, I have subtopic 1 and subtopic 2. Then we have topic 2, that is chapter 2. You can say topic 2 or chapter 2. And then I have subtopic 1. Now, what I want to do is, I want a table kind of hierarchy that this is the main topic. So I select that main topic, and here in home tab, I'm in home tab by the way. In home tab, I go to table 1, which is ABCD, which is heading 1. It should be there. Okay. I click on heading 1. Then I go to next page, and here it is subtopic 1. So this is not the main topic but subheading. So heading 2. Correct? Likewise, if there is any subtopic, I go to heading 3. If there is any subtopic, I'll go to heading 4. Likewise, it automatically generates. See, heading 3. When I select heading 3, heading 4 will automatically feature. When I select heading 4, heading 5 will automatically feature here. So I've selected heading 2. Now this is also going to be heading 2 because it's subtopic. Heading 2. So I hope you're getting. So the parent chapter, the first chapter gets heading 1. A topic under the chapter gets heading 2. Subtopic under the chapter gets heading 3, and so on and so forth. Yeah. So now I come here. This is topic 1 again. I go to home tab and I select. This is topic 2. So heading 1 again. And this is topic 1. So I am going to select heading 2. Right. Now see, this is heading 1 and heading 2. Now, what I want to do is, heading 1 and heading 2 is fine. Let me try one more thing. I do not like the font of this particular text. Yeah, let me turn this off. It doesn't look good. I want to change the font of all the sub paragraphs that we have. How do I do? Now the problem is, I'll have to go to each paragraph and select the fonts and then do it. I don't want to go to each paragraph. I select one simple word. Now see, this is an interesting thing. What I'm going to do is, I want to change the font and font size of all the paragraphs. So I simply select one word. I go to home tab. I go to select, and I select the option select all text with similar formatting. See, all the paragraph text have automatically been selected. I repeat the step once again. Select any single word. Go to home tab. On the right hand side, you have select. You have something called as select text with similar formatting. When you do that, all the text gets selected. Now, how simple is it? See, I go to font, and I like Bookman Old Style. I mean, I really like this font. So I select Bookman Old Style. Everywhere I got Bookman Old Style. Yeah, let me change the font size. So I select text with similar formatting, Bookman Old Style, and I go ahead and select the font size. Yeah, so this is how we can do this document formatting. Now friends, this is that select text with similar formatting is very useful feature, especially in the documents that you work with. If you want a consistency in your document, it's good to know this feature and use this feature. Select text with similar formatting, very useful thing. Now, what I want to do is, I would like to create a table of content. So in order to create a table of content, we have already given the headings. Now I go to references tab, and I simply click on table of content. And how do I want table of content here? Let's say this way. The moment I click on it, automatically it has given chapter 1 and type chapter title. So I can type it, I can make changes here, or you can go ahead and select something else. Say topic 1, subtopic 1. So I can use this one also. So these are nothing but different layouts. I can use it. And now when I click control and click on it, it automatically takes us to that particular page. Yeah. So I control click and it automatically takes us to that particular page. Okay. So now friends, I'll talk about one more topic, which is nothing but mail merge. Okay. Let me quickly get the data. All right. Let's say I have this entire data. Copy this, paste it here, close this document. No, I don't need it. And I would like to save this on my desktop. And what I would like to do is name it as mail merge data. So I've named this file as mail merge data. Okay. Now what I want to do is I would like to print the PDF, or I would like to send in an email to all these people. Let me also create the email address. Okay. Now tell me, friends, if I have to get first name, last name with @ttcspl.com. So email addresses should be like this: raja.raymondkar at ttcspl.com. Let's say I want to create the email addresses like this for all. What will you do in Excel? I'm sure many experts are thinking concatenate or ampersand. But let me surprise you with one feature. And I'm not going to tell you now, I'll tell you on Excel training. See here, Raja, let me check the spelling here. I should not be making a mistake with the spelling. Raja dot RAYMO @ttcspl.com. I press enter and see I have got all the email addresses generated. What did I do? Wait till my Excel training program. Here, see, automatically I've got all the email addresses created here. Now, let's move on to Word. Now what I'm going to do is this Word has automatically got saved. I'll close this file, and now I would like to send emails to all these people, or maybe I would like to print the document and send it to all the people, or maybe create the email. Let me create a new document. Yeah, so I've created a dummy Excel file, and I'm now typing RAND enter, and see here what I want. Dear, I want the name of the person. Here, your department has changed, revised salary, date of joining. Okay, so these are few things. Let me highlight them so that I'll remember where all have I marked. I have selected all of them. Now, what do we do? Simply, when you talk about your department and name, first name and last name, all those things I need. Now I have a document which has got all these details. What I'll do, I'll simply go to Mailings tab. In Mailings tab, now assume that I do not know mail merge at all. So I go to this option that says Start Mail Merge and go to step-by-step mail merge wizard. Although I already have the options available here, but like I said, I am completely new to mail merge, so I'll ask Word to guide me how to send the mails to all these people with personalization. So here I have selected Dear, and I would like to create letter or email messages, whatever your choice is. Let's say I want to go ahead and send emails to all of them. So I click on email messages. Next. Now, if you want to print the document, it's very simple. You will, instead of selecting email messages, you will select letters. And the steps are exactly the same. I am going to revisit this so that I can show you the documents as well. Which document do you want to use? I would like to use the current document. Please go through the next two options later. So I go to select recipient. Now, where are my recipient? It's there in that Excel file. So I click on browse. So here is the option browse. I click on browse and the file is on my desktop. Yeah, I click on desktop and there is mail merge file, m mail merge data. So I select the data and here is the data that I have. So I click on it and I click OK. All the data that I have, I would like to keep it. So I click OK. And now I have selected the data. Next is write your email messages. I click on write your email messages. Once I do that, here I have all these options. Now, in write your email messages, I will now add the tags. These are called as field codes. Yeah. So when I go to Dear, I have the option insert merge field. So I click on I need first name. See, automatically first name came here. Space. Insert last name. Yeah. Comma. Now my department, insert department. Date of joining, It's hire date, consider it as date of joining. Salary, insert salary. Okay. Now I have added these tags. Now what these tags mean here, I go to preview your email messages. The moment I preview it, see Raja Remankar automatically came up. Sales, this is the salary, this is the joining date. Let me also show you other documents. So recipient 1, recipient 2, recipient 3. Do you see these numbers are changing? Yeah. So that is nothing but different recipients. I go to complete the merge. When I click on complete the merge, it is asking me, do you want to send the email to all these people? I say yes. Now it is asking me to whom should it be sent to? I have the email ID column. Now subject, I can type subject. I can send it to all of these people. Now remember, the moment I click OK, these emails will be sent to all the people automatically. Yeah. Few things that you need to remember: you cannot mark anyone in CC using mail merge. Second thing, you cannot attach any document. I know these questions would be coming up, but those features are not available in Microsoft Word. Yeah. Now, one more thing I would like to talk about, and that is not merge. See, at times my colleague Prashant always tells me that you say people that I'm going to end and then you start another topic. So actually I want to talk about a lot of topics, but because of time constraint it becomes very difficult. But let me talk about certain topics. One last topic here. Yeah. Now here, let's say this is a proposal document. I create a new document and this is nothing but proposal, right? Now in proposal, what happens is we give the same proposal, but we give different customer name or some different fields. So what I would like to do here is I want to insert some field codes, and what I want to do is I would like that I do not want to go back and every time change the name of the customer and the name of the project, because see my document here, let me type in bold, customer name. Let me make it bold. So here I'm going to type customer name. So I have seen many people, they mark these things as bold, project name. Yeah. Now you select this entire thing in bold. So every time you go to this project, this document, you keep changing these things manually. So what I can do now is, instead of writing it this way, I can go to insert. I have something called as field code. Here I have something called as document property, right? I will simply select company name, right? And here I go to this one, field code, and let's say here, okay, so here in order to create the project name, I'll have to create another thing. So I'm not going to get into the detail at the moment. I'm just taking manager name, let's say. Yeah, you can add a field code of your choice also, but that is a different feature altogether. So I have selected the company name as well as the manager name. Now you can save this document as a template. Yeah. So template, how is it to be saved? You can go to F12 and select this option and choose the option of Word template. Yeah. I repeat, what I did, I selected these two things by going to insert document property, and here you can select the document property whatever I have done. Okay. Now, after having done these two things, what I need now is I go to save as F12, and I can come here and select document Word template. Now see here, this is documents folder. You should not change this folder. You should not manually choose any folder. Just take a look at documents folder, and the moment I come here Word template, it automatically changes the template folder. And here proposal. Okay, I click and save. Now if I want to change this in my document, yeah, so let's say I would like to reopen this document, file new, and I would like to open the template. So I go to personal, and in personal I have this proposal document. Now I would like these two things to change, so I go to file, info, properties, advanced properties, and see here manager, I name it as ABCDEFGH, company XYZ. I click OK and see automatically XYZ ABCDEF. So you can add these kind of tags within the document and quickly change them by going to properties. Yeah. So friends, this is about Microsoft Word, the thing that we have spoken about just now. I am sure you would have liked it. Let me take up a couple of questions and then we'll wrap up the session. Yeah. So the first question that I see is, can you show the pick placing on the right hand side? Just press Ctrl R after clicking on that. Can you explain text to table? So your table has to have the proper tab like this. You can select this option, go to insert, table, and convert to text to table. Automatically this option will give you. Then we have how to draw a line, a very useful and interesting thing. How to draw a line? There are multiple ways of drawing a line. You can easily insert shape, and see, in order to draw a line you can select shift and drag this line. See, the idea of shift is I can drag it anywhere and see the line is still the straight one. This is one method. Second method is you hold shift underscore, keep pressing like this, shift underscore, and automatically line is drawn. So these are the two methods of drawing a line. Very useful. If we transfer our file from one machine to another machine, setting changes, how to handle this? If you're using Office 365, it is very useful, or else you can keep these files in the common folder. Okay, can you please repeat for changing the page number from third page? Okay, let me tell you, there is a video on my YouTube channel, or else you can go through this video once again because it's a lengthy feature. Okay, what is a quick table feature? That I did not explain, but let me tell you, the quick table feature automatically gives you some formats which you can explore later. So these are the quick formats of the table that you can easily insert quickly. Okay. Okay, I'm a teacher of BK Birla School. Whatever you are showing, it is on the latest version, but I do not have it. Please let me know how to upgrade it. Okay, so ma'am, first thing, I have not shown all the features which are in the latest version. There were many features that I've shown which are still in the current version. Second thing, if your version of MS Office is provided by the school, then ask your IT head to release the recent updates. Most of the time, IT heads do not release the updates because they may want to check the updates, they want to see the performance of the update, and then only release it to the entire people. So please speak to them to provide you, or else you can go for Office 365. There are a lot of licenses which are available for individuals as well as for corporates. You may choose any one of them. Yeah, go to Microsoft website and you will get to see. There is sometimes an issue with regards to bullets and the continuity of same, especially when you take the data from internet. Can you please explain about it? Okay, so let me quickly talk about, this is the last question that I'm talking about bullets and numbering and the continuity of the bullets problem. So when you get the data from the web page, and if you have the problem with the formatting, what I generally do, and there are several ways, there is no specific method of solving that problem, but if I've got the data from internet and if there is a formatting issue, I paste it in Notepad and then I paste it in Word, so all the formattings are removed and you can freely use it. That's one workaround that I use. Second thing, you can simply use the bullets and numbering by using this feature. See, I create bullet topic 1, enter. Topic 2, enter. Topic 3. Now what I want to do, there are some subtopics that I would want to enter below topic 3. How do I do? Enter. Now the problem is bigger problem. See, now I have seen many people, what do? They type something here, they do something and then copy this and formatting, or I have seen even one person, what does he do? Because he wanted to get the subtopic, he would open a previous document, copy from there and paste it here and then replace all the text. So this is a global problem that I've considered. How do we solve this global problem? Simply come to this line, enter, tab, subtopic 1, subtopic 2, enter. How do I go back? Shift tab, topic 4. Global problem solved. Yeah. Now, one more thing. You can even change these bullets. These are very boring dots. Come here, go to define new bullet, go to symbol. Here, when you go to symbol, find out a symbol and click OK. All the bullets have changed. Look at it once again. I would like to change this to, I select this, go to drop down. You can define the list level and all those things, you can do it. But now here I can go to define new bullet. Symbol, I want many symbols. These symbols are not enough. So I go to change the format and type wings. When you press tab, automatically you get all these symbols, right? Come after realizing that this feature or this font is available, I found that your MS Office is also very religious. Yeah. So I select I'm happy now. I click on this, OK, and see your fonts bullets have changed. So this is tab shift tab that you can manage. Otherwise, there could be, if there is another challenge, then I may have to look at it. Yeah. So friends, that's it from my side now. I hope you guys have learned something new. Few requests from me. Once again, please do subscribe to our channel if you're learning something new, and do connect with me on my LinkedIn profile and leave any reviews if you have any. I'll be happy to receive that. Our team constantly puts in a lot of efforts on the YouTube channel, and that is the reason. See, we are editing so that we can give you the finest quality of videos. It takes a lot of effort, and I'll appreciate if you reward us with your subscription to our channel. And one thing, let's not forget the motive of this webinar. The motive is to keep donating something to the needy people. So friends, that's it from my side. I will send you tomorrow in the morning with some files which needs to be downloaded for tomorrow's session. Tomorrow we have a very important session, which is PowerPoint. And to be very honest, I love creating PowerPoint presentation. And when you talk about PowerPoint, most of the time I have seen what people do is they create Control C, Control V PPT. Control C, Control V PPT means they get the data from Word file, they get the pictures from Google, and they get the data from charts or numbers from Excel, and they create PPTs. And the creativity that I see in most of the presentation is limited only to the pictures. So people do select fantastic pictures, but the features of PowerPoint that you have that can be used are missing there. So please join us tomorrow, and make sure that you must save the email address so that you receive the training files. Yeah. It will not be possible for me to send you the training files individually. So just in case, if someone has logged in for the first time and are not receiving my email, then I'm going to post one link. Register yourself in that form so that you receive the training files. Yeah. Like I said, we have almost 6,000 subscribers who are attending the training program daily. It will not be possible for us to go ahead and send it in to individual person. So make sure that you subscribe to this mailing list by registering here. And registration is not enough, because at times our emails do land in spam. So do save our email address into your contact list. Yeah. So this is the registration form. If someone is not receiving email, first check your spam folders. If you have not received any of our emails, then register to this form once again so that you keep receiving the emails. Like I said, from now onwards, we'll be sending a lot of practice files which will be used during the presentation, or you can try them after the presentation by looking at our YouTube channel. So friends, that's it from my side today. Thank you very much. It was fantastic engaging with you all. Thank you very much.